Okay, so graphing inequalities. So first we're going to talk about how to graph a line because it's going to be very similar to that aspect, and it's just like graphing y equals mx plus b, slope-intercept form. Here's an example. We have 4x plus y equals 1. We want to solve for y to get this to look like slope-intercept form over here. So I will subtract 4x on both sides. That way I can get this in slope-intercept form. And I get y equals negative 4x plus 1. Alright, to graph this line, I need two things. I need to know the slope, and the slope is negative 4. And I also need to know the y-intercept, which is 0, 1. So I'm going to graph this line. I'm going to plot the point 0, 1, and my slope is negative 4, so from here I'm going to go down 4 over 1. And I'll draw my line. So that's graphing line, a little bit of review. Now for an inequality, we want to graph this inequality. Now first we want to make a number line. So we have 5, and then 6, and then 4. Alright, so x has to be greater than, that's what this sign represents, greater than 5. All of my solutions have to be greater than 5, or equal to, which is what the line underneath represents. So this will be a solid dot because I can also be equal to 5, and I'm going to draw my arrow going to the right because all of my solutions have to be in this direction because that is greater than 5. Okay, so graphing inequalities includes, it's a two-dimensional, 2D, so it's going to include x and y in the equation. Just like where we graph lines, we can also graph inequalities. We still use slope and y-intercept to graph them, and there are two extra things that we have to do when we graph inequalities. Now if we have a solid or a dashed line, that's gonna vary based on what the equation gives us. If we have a greater than or less than symbol, we will have a dashed line. If we have a symbol that says greater than or equal to, or a symbol that says less than or equal to, we're going to have a solid line. Now, for shading, if we get this symbol here, greater than, or we get the symbol like this, less than, sorry, I did that backwards. If we get the symbol greater than, or the symbol greater than or equal to, we're going to shade above. If we get the symbol less than or equal to, or the symbol less than, we're going to shade below. Alright, so let's give the first example a shot.